Obamacare, undermining that's pretty much going to have to go away. There are some, maneuvers here that he can take to actually kind of reach across the aisle, which includes infrastructure and some other issues. But for the most part, as far as these major legislative packages, unless he's willing to actually reach out to Democrats, they're pretty much gone.
I'm very interested because there are reports that Mr. Ryan and others were trying to get him to tone down the rhetoric on immigration and concentrate on the economy. And now we hear that most Americans care more about healthcare rather than the economy. Immigration doesn't even figure in those top two as well. So was the presidential strategy right or wrong?
Well, I think it depends on what you're looking at. Are you trying to save the Senate? Or are you trying to save the House, right? So from his vantage point, he really was focused on the Senate, and a lot of those Senate races were in these very
so you're saying it was damage limitation?
Well, I think there's an element to it. I think for the most part, there was an understanding here that where they were vulnerable inside the Senate was in these western states, southern states, rural states, and what they needed is they needed their base to come out and vote, and immigration is extremely important for that base.
Can I ask you one more for me about the Democrats as well? Because the hope for the progressives as well, the likes of Beto O'Rourke as well. Tough campaign to fight against Ted Cruz in Texas, lost by 3 percentage points as well. But where did the Democrats go now? Because yes, they've had their expected redux in the House as well, but their progressive type policies haven't necessarily resonated. And in fact, what I've been hearing is where the more conservative end of the Democratic Party stated their claims to be more Trump than Trump in some ways. Well, they're the ones who did quite well, where the progressives struggled to make an impact.
Well, I think you hit it right on the head. I mean, if you look at those races inside Texas, Georgia, Florida, all of these places where the Democrats started to lean to the left, they didn't quite pull it out at the very end, right? So that does kind of give a pause to that kind of part of the movement inside the Democratic Party. But, I mean, long-term, these divisions are going to continue to fester for a while. I do think that this kind of positions a bit more towards the moderate end as we look towards 2020 and where they want to go from there.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.